I like to make tier lists, so I thought I'd do one for the IMDb top 50 rated movies. A number of these I haven't seen, so I'll put them all here real quick. And before you freak out that I haven't watched certain movies that are down here, I've started Spirited Away, The Departed, 12 Angry Men. Oh, let's see. Schindler's List, I've actually watched that, although it's been a couple of years. Apocalypse Now, I actually bought that on DVD a couple of weeks ago, so definitely be watching that soon. Oh, oops. Oh, hang on. So, just had to rearrange it a little bit so I could fit in what I'm putting where. So what have we got? Let's start with... I should just pick a random. Oh, Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring. If you've seen it, I think you know where this is going. Also, I won't spend too long on each movie, because some of these I'm actually going to be appearing in upcoming videos. So, Fellowship of the Ring very nicely sets up this book adaptation of a trilogy very well. It has, the introduction of all the characters and bringing them all together. Sure, maybe the ending isn't great, although, who cares? The Two Towers. Let's just do all the Lord of the Rings. Let's just get them all out of the way. Let's Return of the King. So the Two Towers, drags in some more characters. Battle of Helm's Deep, which takes up the last 40 minutes of the movie. Does kind of pull me out of the movie a bit when they bring in those tree things. Although it is very important to the plot because, of course, they end up winning. Turn of the King. Whew. This caps off the trilogy so well. That's all I say about it. It's really long. I don't remember much that happened. The Godfather. I think this is the most obvious spot for a movie of all time. Yes. I'm not even going to talk about that. That's how much you've probably heard about it. Alright, what do we got? Alright, let's get a hot take out of the way. Psycho. Most put this into S. Start of the slasher genre. Still one of the best horrors ever made. I personally think it is very overrated. Like, a lot of people call it the best horror movie of all time. Anyway, it's iconic, it's influential. The acting is pretty bad, though. Which sucks to say, because it's Alfred Hitchcock. Although I must say, whenever the movie needs to be scary, works very well. What should we do now? A lot of people probably just turned the video off. Anyway. There's a movie I've never talked about. Goodfellas. Damn. What a good crime movie. Like, if someone ever tells me they don't like crime movies, I'll ask them to watch Goodfellas. Ah, and of course The Godfather. Like, this movie is like 2.5 hours long, and it doesn't even feel like it. And it just sucks you into its world so well. Performances by De Niro and Pesci. Great. Pesci just being this completely unhinged maniac. That's actually... I'll be talking about this movie and a couple down here when I finally make my 20 favorite movies video. Oh, hang on. Haven't seen The Usual Suspects. I've watched like half of it. Haven't watched Lean the Professional. And I've only watched half of Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Oh, is there anything I've watched recently in here? Back to the Future. again, I'm not going to talk about it because it's been talked about to death. And that's also going to be in the top 20. Alright, let's shed some light on a movie that I believe is very underrated. American History X. Controversial subject matter, let's start with that. I mean, the dude's literally got a SWAT sticker on him. This movie's all about, you know, a neo-Nazi who's struggling in the current world, getting himself into a lot of trouble. And the ending is heartbreaking. Like, obviously these videos aren't scripted, so it's kind of weird when you think of something to say. What else? Gladiator. Just like Psycho, I think this movie's a little bit overrated. Like, it's definitely way too long, and doesn't have as much action as you'd think. Although that last showdown was oh so good. Oh. Right, if you didn't shut off the video for what I said about Psycho, you probably will about what I said about Forrest Gump. Most people hold this movie in extremely high regard, like, you know, in their top 15 of all time. Me personally, B. If you think it's a great movie, I hear you. I do as well. It's just not quite to the level that most people seem to. Like, in case there's needless to say, great performance by Tom Hanks. As normal. We'll get to certain other Tom Hanks movie in a second. And the amount of stuff he does. Like, and the fact that the book wasn't popular at all, because, you know, this movie is based off a book, in case you didn't know. Then after it came out, just exploded. And apparently he does even more in the book. And this movie already spans, what, 30 years of his life? That's crazy. The Dark Knight. Come on, S. I've already talked about it in my Christopher Nolan ranking. So, same with Inception. Interstellar. What else have I already talked about that I can just throw up there? Oh. Empire Strikes Back. New Hope. Anything else I've already talked about? Oh, Prestige. A lot of Nolan in there. That's good to see. Godfather Part 2. What a damn good sequel. Which, just like some people, I think I might prefer over the first one. I know, I've only watched them both once, and I am rewatching the trilogy, so we'll have to see. The Lion King. Again, most would put this in S. It's just, I haven't watched it in a very long time, so don't really remember what I thought about it. Raiders. Where did again, haven't watched it in a very long time. Although, you know, I do really like it. So I'll chuck that up there too. Shawshank Redemption. Alright, that's a good one. This is one of few movies on this list that I completely agree with the love for it. Like, and this was a directional debut from, what's his name? That's going to annoy me if I don't look it up right now. That's the one. Frank Darabont. Hats off to you, bro. Like, this is such a good time. And to make a movie this depressing and this uplifting at the same time, nice job. Alright, I'll slap that up in S. You know where we're putting it. It's my favorite movie. Like, come on, bro. What else we got? Oh, 7. Yeah, let's talk about that. Again, a directional debut. Oh, wait. Hang on. It was a second movie. After he directed Alien 3, of course. Although apparently he was forced to direct out or something. I don't know. What a good thriller. Like, disturbing as well. And a very good twist at the end, which just caught me completely off guard. I know some people figure it out, apparently. Oh, what else? Endgame. Again, I have a video coming up about that. Saving Private Ryan. I said I was going to talk about that, and then I didn't. Again, most people would probably put this in S. Although I've only seen it once. And since it was such a long movie, I watched it in chunks, which I actually do with all movies, and don't really remember it. I must say, Spielberg's best directing, though. Like, and shaky cam that actually looks good. Michael Bay. Anyway. Whiplash. Again, a directional debut. From, what's his name? Damien Chazelle. And the musicianship in that movie is just insane. Like, come on. Hang on. What else was I going to say? No, that's it. The Matrix. Like, come on. Why is my camera open? Oh. Where was I? Matrix, yep. This movie should be hot garbage and not work at all. And then, wow. The Matrix, bro. Special effects, they still look fine. And this movie is 21 years old. Terminator 2. Let's talk about that. Again, what a great sequel. And the action. And the performances. And the payoff at the end. Oh, great. Silence of the Lambs. Oh. I'll say like exactly what I did about 7 for Silence of the Lambs. Just a good thriller. And definitely very creepy at times. Fight Club. Again, great directing, just like I said with that and that. And David Fincher's like second or third movie? Wow. And the animations in it. Oh. Like all those weird camera angles, like the scene with the kitchen's blowing up. Where did I put you? I forgot to write where I put the Green Mile. Hey. I haven't actually watched all of this because... Well, I watched basically all of it because we have it recorded on our TV. And... Hang on, wasn't this Frank Darabont as well? Yes, it was. God, I'm such a nerd. Again, great movie that's very depressing and uplifting at the same time. Another good performance by Tom Hanks. And that is the end of the list.